What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Crane. I was getting a lot of questions asked about, well, not a lot, but got some questions asked about Parachains, Polkadot, and Kusama. So I just decided to make a quick little video going over it, discussing what they are and the, why there's some hype around it, and why you probably should be purchasing some Polkadot if you're not going to participate in the Parachain. But so we'll just go ahead and start off, with the parachains. So pulled up the Polkadot wiki, so you can go into and see, read to you exactly what parachains are. All right. So it says parachain is an application-specific data structure that is globally coherent and validatable by the validators of the relay chain. They take their name from the concept of parallelized chains that run parallel to the relay chain. Most commonly, a parachain will take the form of a blockchain, but there is no specific need for them to be actual blockchains. All right. So they're not actual blockchains, but they're like a form of a blockchain, okay, that relays between two networks. So due to their parallel nature, they are able to parallelize transaction processing and achieve scalability of the Polkadot system. They share in the security of the entire network and can communicate with other parachains through the XCM format. Parachains are maintained by a network maintainer known as a collator. So as you can see right here, it has the collators right here, which which are maintain the parachains. The role of the collator node is to maintain a full node of the parachain, retain all necessary information of the parachain, and produce new block candidates to pass to the relay chain validators for verification and inclusion in the shared state of Polkadot. The incentivization of a collator node is an implementation detail of the parachain. They are not required to be staked on the relay chain or own the native chain unless stipulated by the parachain implementation. All right, so the relay chain. So what happens is the role of the collator is to maintain that node of the parachain and the information of the parachain, which remember is just like a form of a blockchain that's not an actual blockchain. Okay, so it produces new block candidates to pass to the relay chain, as you can see right here, which sends it to Polkadot. Um, Chain validators for verification and inclusion. Let's see here. Of a collector node is the implementation detail of Parachain. They are not okay, so it's not required to stake on the relay chain or to own the native token, which in this case the native token would be Polkadot or Moonbeam, um, or whatever you know token is trying to get the parachain. So Polkadot host requires that the state transitions performed on parachains be specific as a WASM executable. Proofs of new state transitions that occur on a parachain must be validated against the registered state transition function that is stored on the relay chain by the validators before Polkadot acknowledges a state transition has occurred on a parachain. So right here it says that it must show proof of the transition that occurs on that parachain. It has to be validated against a registered transition function, which will be stored on the relay chain. So you have the parachain right here, and then like it says, it'll be validating against the registered function, which will be stored on the relay chain. So let's see here. The key constraint regarding the logic of a parachain is that it must be verifiable by the relay chain validators. Verification most commonly takes the form of a bundled proof of a state transition known as a proof of verification block, which is submitted to the validators from one or more of the parachain collectors to be checked. All right. And so parachains have their own economies with their own native tokens, schemes such as proof of stake, usually used to select the validator set to handle validation and finalization. All right, so just to show you guys, Moonbeam, which I mentioned on the post in the group. Moonbeam is an actual coin. It hasn't dropped yet. It's actually going to drop soon, but they're auctioning. They're participating in the auction for one of the parachains to one of Polkadot's parachains. So what they are doing crowd loans, and how that works is first, let's go ahead and read to you what this is right here, what it says right here. Then I'll show you how the crowd loan is, because this is the crowd loan information. It says, as the much anticipated Polkadot auction draws closer, the Moonbeam Foundation is excited to release more information on the Moonbeam crowd loan. This crowd loan will help Moonbeam launch on the Polkadot network, bringing 70 plus projects and integrations to the Polkadot system for the first time, much the same way that Moonriver has become the most active parachain on Kusama. Moonbeam is expected to bring the same uses and developer activity to Polkadot through its developer-friendly, fully Ethereum-compatible protocol. Right, so Moonbeam is going to be compatible with Ethereum or Polkadot, so you'll be able to bridge between both of those through the parachains. Moonbeam is expected to win one of the first 5 slots on the Polkadot network, and we plan to do so while championing the values we see as integral to the Polkadot network: fairness, simplicity, and transparency. The Moonbeam Foundation believes in the strength of the Moonbeam network and welcomes all who share that vision to join us and be a part of the historic launch of Moonbeam on the Polkadot. Moonriver is leading the pack on Kusama. The Moonbeam's team vision for a multi-chain future through maximum compatibility was tested and proven by Moonbeam's companion network, Moonriver. So Moonriver is the companion network of Moonbeam, part of the Moonbeam Foundation. Just 2 months after balance transfers were enabled, the Moonriver network is the leading parachain when measured by market capitalization, transaction volume, and usage. TVL, which is total volume locked, ecosystem deployments. Moonriver has helped kickstart the Kusama ecosystem, and Moonbeam is expected to do the same for Polkadot. So, why Moonbeam? Moonbeam is the leading Ethereum compatible smart contract platform on the Polkadot system. So it's the leading. So like I said, it's compatible with Ethereum and it's on Polkadot, and it offers smart contracts. The network will not only give protocols going multi-chain access to the Polkadot ecosystem, but will also provide the easiest development environment and the richest set of developer integrations on Polkadot. By making it easy for developers to build on Moonbeam, the network can attract and onboard new and existing applications to the Polkadot ecosystem very quickly. So, what are some of the key points of the crowd loan? In order to retrieve broad participation in the Moonbeam network, Moonbeam will use a crowd loan to fund its auction bid. This will use the crowd loan pallet built into the Polkadot relay chain. There are 100 million Glimmer tokens, right? 10% of the Genesis supply, allocated to reward crowd loan contributors. Following a successful campaign and deployment of the Moonbeam parachain on Polkadot, reward distributions will be made on chain. 30% of rewards will be available to claim immediately after EVM and transfers are enabled. The remaining 70% will be vesting over the course of at least 96 weeks on a linear block-to-block basis. The Moonbeam team plans to build for all 8 lease periods of 12 weeks each, which will cover lease periods 6 through 13, which equals 96 weeks. So the Moonbeam plans to bid for all 8 lease periods. Okay, periods of 12 each, so 96 weeks total. 8 times 12. The crowd loan campaign will open sometime before the start of the first auction, slated to begin on November 11th, and will end once a parachain slot is won, or at the end of the first 5 auctions, approximately December 16th, whichever comes first. This gives Moonbeam the flexibility to participate in all 5 initial auctions. Contributions can be made through the Moonbeam crowd loan DApp, through participating exchanges, or through participating wallets, which will be announced shortly. All right, so let's see here. I'll see what crowd loan DApp. Oh, and this is why you need a VPN. So I meant to tell you guys that I gotta get me a VPN. Let's see here. Actually, went a little too far. pull it back up. Moonbeam. So you will need a VPN for this, just so y'all know. As you can see what happened to me. But yeah, this is Moonbeam on the crowd loan. So what you would have to do is if you had the VPN, then you would go and you would click on Moonbeam crowd loan, etc. And like I said, it has some information here. So they have I think it was 10 million, no, 100 million, 100 million Glimmer tokens to give away as part of your contribution. So you do get your dot stake back after it staked for 90. I think it was 96 weeks. You get your dot back, and plus the Glimmer tokens. So. See, right here it says dot tokens will be locked from the time they are contributed until the slot is won and the lease has ended, 96 weeks. Or if a slot is not won, all contributions will be returned at the end of the campaign, December 16th. So, yeah, so 96 weeks, so about a year. But you get your dot back afterwards, and you get a portion of the 100 million Glimmer tokens. So, tokens needed, you will need dot, you will need unlocked, unbonded dot, stored either in a non-custodial, non-exchange address or through a supporting exchange to be announced. Wallet, Polkadot.js extension if using the Moonbeam Crowd Loan D app or Math Wallet. So you can actually, let's see if it'll let me go to Math Wallet without a VPN. Okay, so yeah. So you can actually get this wallet and put an extension on there, or you can download the Android version, the hardware version of the extension for probably Chrome or something. These are all the chains that are supported in this wallet. But it said that if you were to stake it in the wallet, then you can automatically do the crowd loan. So that may be something you might want to look into. So like it says, unlock dot, pre-register. While it's not necessary to complete the step in advance, it will save you time if you do, which you'll probably have to have that VPN to pre-register. Obtain an Ethereum Moonbeam address. You'll need a Moonbeam address, which is where rewards will be paid out. Fortunately, Moonbeam shares the same address format as Ethereum, so you can use an existing Ethereum address. So probably like etherwallet.com or something. My Ether wallet. Participation in crowd loan via the DApp. Participation in crowd loan via DApp created by the Moonbeam Foundation. You will need unbonded dot. Okay, I already said that. It's common questions, etc. So this is Moonbeam, and like I said, these are the tokens that they are associated with Glimmer. And this is Glimmer token. There's a 1 billion supply, 5% uncapped, 80% burn in transaction fees, 20% to the treasury. So, and then so Glimmer is just a token that's associated with the Moonbeam. And its utility, gas, metering, on-chain governance, network transaction, protocol security. Token allocation, inflation and fee mod, 2.5% goes to users that stake their Glimmer tokens and help power the correlator selection process. Fees on Moonbeam related to transaction and smart contract execution will be handled in 2 ways. 80% of the fees will be burned. So I guess Glimmer is going to be the feed, the gas that powers Moonbeam. So if I'm looking at that correctly, let's look at Moonriver. This one did pretty good. Relay chain on Kosama, 10 million tokens, 80% burn, 20% treasuries. MOVR. It's this ticker. Same thing. Okay, so Moonriver requires the mover token to function. This token is essential to the design of Moonriver. Cannot be removed without sacrificing any essential functionality. So yeah, you guys, this is Moonbeam, Moonbeam Foundation, the Moonbeam crowd loan. So comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get the video as soon as it drops, and follow me on Twitter. You know, comment below, let me know what you think about this. Will you participate in the crowd loan? Are you going to go ahead and have to access that VPN and go ahead and get you stake you some dot and get you some Glimmer? Tell me what you think. Comment below. Peace out.